Goochie, goochie, goo.
What the heck am I?
Deep in the heart of South Ken. Good morning.
Oh. Hello, love. What a night, eh?
And now it's over.
Oh, come back to bed.
Don't be a big silly.
Sally! Who's that?
Oh, my God, it's my bloke.
What?
He's a stuntman. He's supposed to be in France.
Sally!
Wait, quick.
Where?
Bathroom. You can get out the window onto the fire escape.
But...
Go!
What the hell are you up to?
Nothing, honest.
You've had a bloke in here?
No!
Come here.
Davy, don't hit me, please. No, Davy!
Oh!
Davy, I haven't, honest.
Big troller!
I haven't!
I've told you before!
No,
How many more times are you going to go?
please don't.
Troller!
Oh.
He's gone. How did we do?
Oh, look. He lost his wallet. 300 quid and 5 credit cards.
Come here, you clever girl. So, who were you this time, then?
Naive typist, very impressed with man of the world.
Love it. There's a convention of computer salesmen coming in tomorrow.
Great!
Get the girl!
Hey, what's going on? I can't hear a word.
Shh.
What's going on?
It's about my future, so shut up.
It is my client's contention that as a potential future partner in Bartholomew Ravel,
If the will is validated.
when the will is validated,
Please, stick to the point.
Sir Jack feels that the current expansionism of Bartholomew Ravel is against his best interests.
My lord, this application for an injunction is frivolous and vexatious. Part of an ongoing vendetta by Sir Jack against his brother and sister, who have been managing the company with great success for many years.
But now they're moving into new areas previously unknown to the company. My client therefore wishes to restrict their trading practices to traditional areas until the dispute over the will is settled.
And when will that come to pass?
Within 2 weeks, my lord.
Thank God for small mercies. I'm deferring judgment for 48 hours, pending more detailed consideration.
Have you ever played polo, Mr. Adenkovich?
No, thank you. I have always considered most English sports either barbaric, dangerous, or at best unprofitable. I prefer chess.
Charlie's very good.
Charlie Buchanan is good at everything.
See you at dinner. Thrashed you again, Philip? And you do it with such good grace, Charlie. I take my hat off to you, Philip. Unearthing Laszlo is probably the smartest thing you'll ever do in your entire miserable life. Thank you, Charlie. Bridget! You gorgeous filly! Oh, it's lovely to see you again. You've met our Hungarian saviour, Laszlo the Unpronounceable.
I have indeed.
So, what's the latest scheme, Laszlo?
I have access to a lot of cheap money.
I love it already.
Me too.
Before you get too carried away, let me tell you that the money in question is only available for a limited period.
So we better get in quick.
What about Brother Jack's restraining writs?
Well, Basil Kintley said that if I can carry our board, then he'll probably be able to carry the judge.
Bridget, don't worry about Brother Jack.
He's not stupid, you know.
Have no fear. Finance and the law are kissing cousins. The city takes care of its own.
And Jack's not one of them.
Why can't you do it? I've got all the hassle of the family will on my plate. I don't need another job, Fred.
Dead easy, this one.
It better be.
Mr. Samuels, 11:30, Library of the Reba.
What?
Royal Institute of British Architects.
Sounds fancy. Come on.
Jack, what happens if you win the case?
I'll be stinking rich, won't I?
No, I mean what happens to me?
Frankly, Bridget, if it's good enough for Charlie...
Charlie thrives on risks. His whole meteoric rise is dependent on one death-defying leap after another.
Nonsense. He's very solid.
Look, a few years ago, he was managing rock groups and publishing magazines full of naked women.
And tonight he's dining at Windsor.
God, you are so grovelingly pathetic sometimes.
What's the matter? Don't you like Charlie? Or is it that you like him too much?
Charlie is not you, Philip. You most definitely are not Charlie.
Well, I intend to take Laszlo's advice and his money. And we'll see who's the brightest star in the firmament.
You have to get it past the board first.
Oh, they'll be with me.
I won't, Philip.
Can I get reproductions of these?
Oh, yes.
Well, that's good. Thank you very much.
Excuse me.
Mr. Bartholomew.
Oh, it's quite all right. We just finished.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Mr. Samuel.
Mr. Bartholomew, excuse me for asking to meet me here, but I had to authenticate something. I deal in architectural drawings. They're the new art fashion amongst the young and upwardly mobile in my country. They like their art large and linear.
Who doesn't?
Should we take a stroll?
So you want me to be a babysitter?
I prefer the word chaperone.
Same thing.
Michel Lefebvre, I guess you heard of him?
No.
He owns a lot of France. Many supermarkets, half the perfume industry, and many, many racehorses. He's an old friend and client of mine. Now, he has a daughter called Francoise, who's coming to London to make a few purchases for her father. Alas, I have to be in New York City for a few days, so I'd like you to look after her until I return.
Ah, you mean a bodyguard?
Well, I don't like to think in those terms, but she does come from a prominently wealthy family.
And you don't want her kidnapped while she's in your care?
Your directness is most refreshing, Mr. Bartholomew.
Well, Philip, what do you think?
Why on earth did you buy this place?
Because I love it.
You're very odd, Charlie.
And it'll make me a fortune. I'm going to whack up a huge great dome. Well, that's where these places come unstuck in this country. It's always bloody raining. You've got to keep the punters dry, or they stay home in front of the telly. Oh, there's Laszlo!
Charlie, Philip.
Come on and try my choo-choo. And you can tell us your latest wicked scheme. Okay.
Oh, my God. have an Australian company called Magnetic South.
Very cute.
There is about to be a rumor that it has had a considerable mineral fire.
Sounds dubious.
No, there will be core samples to back it up.
And a lot of overseas buying of Magnetic South shares.
Who buy?
By us, of course.
You and Charlie will buy heavily this end and in the US. That plus the strike rumor will send the share prices through the roof.
With obscene profits all round.
We all sell out on the upswing.
Doesn't that come under market manipulation?
It's raising capital for expansion, Philip. Don't be such a stick in the mud.
I have to move on it today.
That excludes me then. I don't have such immediate credit facilities.
Yes, you have. I am channeling my cheap money through 5 small merchant banks who can't wait to lend it to you.
Where does all this money come from?
Oh, God, you're boring, Philip. Oh, come and try the black hole. You'll love it!
Excuse me. I'd like to see Mademoiselle Lefebvre.
She's over there, sir.
Thanks. Bonjour, Mademoiselle Lefebvre.
Bonjour, Monsieur Bartholomew.
Je ne parle pas le français très bien.
Fortunately, I speak very good English, so you need not concern yourself.
Great.
Monsieur Samuels has told me that you are to be my chaperone for a few days.
Yes, and I'm sure it'll be a great pleasure. I can show you all the sights, best restaurants, bit of nightlife.
Monsieur Bartholomew, I am not a tourist. I'm here to study and to deal in the fine art. Here is a list of the museums and galleries I have to visit.
Right, no worries.
I thought we could spend this morning at the British Museum.
Good place.
So, you will fetch your car now, please.
Righto, I'll pick you up around the front then.
Polish money?
Sort of. Reading between the lines, I'd say it's Russian. It would appear that there are a few good capitalist profiteers in the Kremlin who leak out their spare cash for a fast return on the Western exchanges.
And Laszlo's the tap for the leak.
You do terrible things to metaphors, Bridget.
Not as terrible as the things the securities exchange people will do if they find out how our expansion's being funded.
It's all perfectly legal, relatively speaking.
It's sharp, Philip. It's just this side of shady and I hate it. Father would have hated it.
Father is dead.
Wonderful place, don't you think, Monsieur Jacques?
Yeah, it's great. Where to now?
The Wilma Wayne Gallery, Bond Street. They are all so beautiful.
Yeah, nice.
I think my papa would wish me to buy this one. And where is the Christ at Emmaus?
That's over here, mademoiselle.
Yes. And this one. What is the price?
The self-portrait is £14,000, and the Christ at Emmaus is £8,000.
Good. You will send them to my hotel this evening.
Certainly, mademoiselle.
Thank you, Jacques. I shall see you at 7 tonight.
Tonight?
But of course, you'll accompany me to dinner, yes?
I've got to go to this nightclub. A friend of mine singing there.
Good, I shall enjoy that. A bientôt.
Hi.
Just a client, Jules.
Looking for a pet dog, are we?
I'm her minder. Just come and meet her.
I've got to sing.
Come on. Just say hello, yeah? Francois, this is a friend of mine. This is Julie.
Hi.
Yeah, it's really nice that you pair should get to meet each other.
Yes. So nice. I'll see you later.
Jacques, this pool you have told me about,
Yes.
you will show it to me, yes?
Righto.
Now, baby, listen, baby, don't you treat me this way. I'll be back on my feet someday. Don't care what you do, 'cause it's understood. You ain't got no money, just ain't no good. Well, you see, if I say so, you'll have to pack your things and go. That's right, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. What I say, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Lord, don't you come back no more.
My papa will love them.
Yeah. Well, it's been a most enjoyable evening, but I'd better be on my way.
You're not going?
Well, I'm sort of spoken for, you know.
But I am alone here with these valuable etchings. I really think I need the protection at all times.
I'm sure you'd be quite safe in the hotel.
Please, Jacques. I would feel so much safer if you were here.
Look, you don't understand.
Please, Jacques. For me.
Maybe I could stay. Just for a little while.
Good. You may sleep on the sofa. The blankets are in the cupboard. Bonsoir, Jacques.
It's quite simple, Julie. You either trust me or you don't.
You got your breakfast, didn't you?
Thanks.
But you still deserve a bad time.
Listen, do you think I enjoy this crummy little job? If I had what was mine, I'd be out there doing business with her father, not babysitting that paranoid kid.
And maybe you'd be asking for a pretty little hand.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Well, if you win this will thing, you're going to go up in the world, aren't you?
Who knows?
What's going to happen to me? I mean, I don't exactly jive with the Sloane Rangers, do I?
Nor do I.
Hurry up and eat your breakfast.
Why?
I want proof, positive, you slept on her sofa.
I'm very tired, miss.
Tough.
I haven't even shaved.
Great.
I guess I could eat it later.
If you got the strength. Oh, my God.
Ignore it.
I intend to.
Come on, Bartholomew, I know you're there.
It's McBride.
What the hell does he want?
Shit!
disturbing you, am I?
Yes, you bloody are.
Good. I'll come in then. Oh, my colleague will come in too.
Excuse me. Now, what's all this?
This is called making an arrest. Would you like to hear your rights?
Oh, come on, McBride, stop messing about.
Oh, at approximately 7:30 this morning, we were called to a hotel in Mayfair, where a Mademoiselle Françoise Lefebvre accused you of stealing 2 Rembrandt etchings to the value of £22,000.
That crazy little bitch.
Thank you, Miss Columbus. Your opinion will be noted.
I didn't steal anything. Those etchings were there when I left at 7 this morning.
7, eh? Night of passion, was it? Thought you'd have the etchings for services rendered?
I'll get you, mate.
He's just trying to wind you up.
You don't seriously believe that I lifted those things, do you?
Oh, I can only go on the evidence, sir.
What evidence?
The 2 etchings we found hidden in the water closet above your crummy little office. Constable, show him the Rembrandts.
Thanks for bailing me out.
You're completely set up. Where are we going?
Find that French scrubber.
Miss Lefebvre is no longer resident at the hotel.
Of course she bloody isn't.
Calm down, Jack.
Do you realise what this means? I'm still on an Australian passport.
I thought you had dual nationality.
It hasn't come through yet. As far as the law is concerned, I'm still an Aussie. And if I get nailed for this, the best I can expect is deportation.
That is bad.
Maybe that's what they're after.
Got picture?
Have you seen this?
Well, yes, I've heard about it.
Well, he really took us for idiots, didn't he, your Hungarian pal?
Look, there must have been some sort of mistake.
Wake up, Philip! He sold out from under you. You and Charlie pushed the price up and he has dumped his entire holding. Well, Magnetic South has gone through the floor. Now the Australian Exchange have suspended trading and are squealing like stuck pigs.
He was supposed to have told me.
Where is the little bastard?
I'm not sure.
And what about Charlie?
Well, he didn't go in quite so heavily.
He knows what he's doing.
Right. And he's going to pull us out of it. Now, we're both going into some fast return U.S. oil stocks.
Unquoted stocks.
Well, you know, it's quite safe.
Philip, please, you can't.
I already have. Now, the banks were very kind. They still believe in Laszlo.
You've borrowed again.
That's how it is, Bridget. You create a new debt to pay off an old one.
You're not doing that. You're gambling.
That's how you break the pattern and get ahead. You take a risk. Ask Charlie. He does it all the time. Now, I'm going to my club. I'll see you later.
What is it?
Well, you tell me, sis.
What are you doing here?
I suppose you thought I'd be in the slammer.
The what?
Very nice little trick. Very neat. Just enough to have me thrown out of the country.
Jack, I haven't the first idea what you're talking about.
One of my clients accuses me of stealing. The goods are found at my place. I'm arrested. I've been set up. Does that ring any bells to you?
Sit down, Jack, please. I'm a lawyer. I'm a company director. I hold a powerful and respected position in the city. Are you seriously suggesting I would risk all of that to set you up?
What about Philip?
Right now, Philip couldn't set up a deck chair.
There's no Francoise. There's no Samuels. They both vanished.
Well, she'll have to turn up for the trial if she wants her etchings back.
I just don't get it. That's 22 grand they've laid out. Those etchings are real.
Which they could lose.
So who are they? And what have I done to them?
What about the gallery? How did she pay?
No, I tried that. They got a direct transfer from Credit Lyonnais in Marseille, and they don't know who it was sent from.
Well, the bank would have to have records somewhere.
Well, get onto it.
I can't go digging into foreign bank records.
You've done it before.
But it's highly illegal.
So is stitching me up. So what do you want? A partner or someone you can just visit every other weekend?
All right, all right. I'll see what I can do, Jack.
Wonderful time of the year, this. Everything in bloom. The smell of fresh litigation in the air.
The bad news. Is it about the will?
It is indeed. You've lost.
It hasn't even gone to court yet.
Nor should it, my dear, because you'll lose.
How can you be so sure?
There is a delicate, rarefied judicial ether to which only us silks are attuned. Occasionally, we pick up faint messages as to what might happen if certain cases came to court.
It's collusion with the bench.
Shame the thought. Nothing of the kind. It's just that none of us like to see anyone backing too many losers in one season. As they say at Newmarket, this one has not got the nod.
I see.
Ah, here comes young Philip. Philip, dear boy.
Sir Basil. Bridget. Well, do we have a problem?
Sir Basil says we can't beat the will. So we should accept defeat gracefully and let Jack in for his 20%.
20%, eh? 20%. Why not 50%? Why not the whole lot? Let's be big about this.
What are you talking about?
What does Jack get 20% of?
The company.
Which is nothing. You see, 20% of nothing's nothing.
Oh, God, what's happened?
The banks. Those nice little banks have called us in. Yeah, they can't find Laszlo either. Oh, his cheap money. So, they want theirs back. And guess what? We haven't got it. We're going under.
I think I see vast plains of litigation stretching before me. If you'll excuse me, I'll hasten away before I become a prejudiced party.
Well, better give Jack the good news, eh? Bridget. What have I done?
But how could it have happened?
Bridget only gave me the outline. It seemed it was Philip's greed and empire building coupled with a bum steer from some Hungarian.
So have you lost everything?
Looks like it. Bridget and Philip have got some siphoned off, but not Muggins here.
Jack, I'm really sorry.
Keep me out of Sloane Square.
Don't be a prat.
In the city, rumors of the imminent collapse of pharmaceutical giant Bartholomew Raval were nipped in the bud today by the 11th hour intervention of corporate high flyer Charlie Buchanan. Ruth Townsend is at the company's headquarters.
Thank you, John. I have Mr. Buchanan with me. Mr. Buchanan, have you taken over Bartholomew Raval?
Yes, I have indeed.
Why?
I'm afraid they got into a bit of hot water, but I have great faith in the company. And once we get through this sticky patch, I'm confident we'll come out the other side with a much stronger company.
And do you foresee any redundancies?
Maybe one or two at board level. Now, if you'll excuse me.
This is Ruth Townsend in the city.
Who the hell is Charlie Buchanan?
Everyone knows Charlie Buchanan.
Well, I don't.
have business here, sir?
Well, who are you?
Security, sir.
Where's old Ron?
We're from Buchanan Security, sir.
I'm Jack Bartholomew. Nice to meet you.
Morning, Jack.
G'day. What's going on? It's like Fort Knox out there.
Charlie Buchanan runs a tight ship.
And who are the suits outside?
Investigators from the Securities Exchange. They want a long chat with Philip.
Oh. And where is he?
Oh, at home, packing. Well, he's decided he needs a holiday. Quite a long one, so he's going to our place in Marbella.
What are you doing?
Oh, I am facilitating a speedy and efficient managerial transition. Oh, Jack, I hope our dad isn't lurking in a corner of the room somewhere.
You'll be all right.
Yes.
Listen. This Charlie Buchanan, I'd like to meet him. Can you organise it?
I expect so. Do you play polo?
Well, I can ride and play hockey. It's the same thing.
Jack will do. And I'm Charlie.
Hello, Charlie.
Wonderful!
Where did you learn to play polo, Jack?
New South Wales Police. Best team in Southeast Asia.
A man of many talents.
You don't do so bad yourself.
Look, I'm really sorry about all this business. But of course it is just that. Business. Isn't that so, Bridget?
Absolutely.
I love you people. You spend all week carving each other up and then you have drinkies together on the weekend.
It's what we call civilized behavior, Jack.
And I really haven't been doing any carving up.
That was Laszlo.
What's he going to gain from it all?
Search me.
I want to find him.
Don't we all?
I'm very good at finding people.
I wish you all the luck. I must say his behavior is very odd. But on the other hand, I did pick up BR, so I don't know whether to chastise him or thank him. Anyway, if I can possibly help.
Well, you could tell me what he looks like and where he appeared from.
Well, certainly, Jack. I'm like you. I don't like someone pulling a fast one on me.
Last week.
Last week? No, I don't recall any American dealer last week.
Right. Do you remember me?
Oh, yes.
Well, the bloke I was talking to, he was an American dealer.
Oh, that gentleman. Yes, but he wasn't a dealer, he was just an enthusiast.
Well, do you know his name?
No. No, it's funny, Dad. See someone in your living room every night, you don't know who they are.
Beg your pardon?
On the TV, your friend who does a pension scheme advertisement.
An actor?
Treat yourself to Johnny's chicken, so good it's finger licking, and there ain't no snooping in, so price on today.
Oh, it's you.
Well, well. Jacob Samuels and not even an American.
Not even Jacob Samuels, I'm afraid. Samuel Jacobs at your service, sir.
I think we should have a little chat.
Was my performance illegal?
You win an Oscar. Just tell me who hired you.
The girl, Sally. Francoise, as you knew her. And her friend, Dave.
Well, who's he?
Well, business partner, I think, would be the politest way of putting it.
So she's a tart?
Or an actress. She's very good at accents, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was great too. Just tell me where I can find her. So, you hired Samuels?
Yeah. And someone hired us.
Who?
Some foreigner. And it all worked out. Lots of money, the whole bit.
And why did he want to set me up?
You tell me.
No, I'm asking you.
He doesn't know. Nor do I. When they're paying that sort of money, you don't ask questions.
They hijacked us, took us down the country, and rehearsed us through the whole thing.
Where in the country?
Don't know, they stuck us on the floor of the car.
You said he was foreign. What sort of foreign?
East European.
Short, fat, bearded, rimless specs.
You know him?
You're asking me for help?
Yeah, I know, it's painful.
I'll bet it is. I presume you want me to collar your two scallywags and return your name to its former unsullied state.
Look, I don't give a damn about those pair. You can do what you please. But I presume, unless you want to look a total arse in court, the case won't go any further anyway.
Yeah? And what do you want me to do about it?
I want everything you got in a bogus Hungarian financier called Laszlo Radenkovic.
And who is he?
He's the guy who set it all up and now he's vanished.
Just give me one good reason why I should help you.
Because he's a criminal. You know, a naughty person. One of those things you're supposed to catch.
Very funny. What does he look like, this Hungarian?
He's like you, he's short. Now look, come on. Goatee beard, chubby, rimless specs.
I think you better come with me.
Looks like he lost the specs. Is that him?
It's close enough. What happened to him?
He was found loitering face down onto Tower Bridge. Drowned.
Are you sure?
That's what the autopsy says. There weren't any extra holes in him, bumps, bruises, or concrete boots. Sorry.
You can drown by being held under.
And why would you suppose that to be the case?
Because it's too bloody packed. This Laszlo bloke, he cons my brother, sets me up, and then just goes and drowns. It's not very likely, mate.
Well, it's good enough for me. We get hundreds of drownings, none of them convenient or likely. But I don't turn them all into murders.
Yeah? And who pays for your drinks?
What are you suggesting?
Nothing. I'm sorry.
You're getting paranoid. Somebody's taken your lollies away and now you're swiping out at every kid in the playground.
You could be right.
Take a breather, Jack. Sit down. Think. You were a copper once. You know there's only one thing that counts. Evidence. The hard stuff that stands up in court. All the rest is just piss and wind.
Jack, just the man I wanted to see.
So you're off then?
Yes. My family and chattels await me in sunny Marbella.
Must be tough.
Oh, won't be so long. Just until... What is it your people say? Just until the heat's off. Meanwhile, I have a present for you.
What's that?
This. All of it.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm serious. Take it. You've had a tough time. We've all been most unfair to our dear brother. Don't you agree, Bridget? It's yours.
What's the catch?
What's the catch? The catch is about 40,000 a year. That's what it costs to run. Oh, and, will you fire the staff for me? I don't really have the heart. God bless Bridget. You know, I really love this place.
Just a minute, one question.
Anything.
Where did you meet Laszlo?
At the Blue Ridge Country Club.
Who else was there?
There's no one I knew.
Well, how did Laszlo know Buchanan?
I introduced them about a month after joining the club.
And they never met before you introduced them?
No.
Have a good trip, Phil.
Blue Ridge Country Club, near Guildford.
Yes.
Owned by Chapman Health and Sickness Limited, which is a branch of the Hamill Food people.
Yeah.
Who were bought out last year by
the Buchanan Group. I could kiss you.
I'd rather you didn't.
Bridget! Jack! Lovely to see you again. So glad you could make it to my little shindig.
Wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Oh, wonderful girl, your sister. I fancy her something rotten.
Okay, that's enough, Charlie.
So, what do you want to see first? Black Hole, Log Flume, Rapids?
Can I have a word?
No.
Won't take long.
Sounds very ominous, Jack.
In private, it'd be best.
So what can I do for you?
I know what you've been up to.
Been up to?
Yes. I've worked out the whole caper.
Well, how fascinating. Perhaps you'd better tell me all about it.
You arranged the meeting between Laszlo and Philip at your country club. You pretended that you and Laszlo had never met before. You urged Philip to follow Laszlo's advice and ruin himself at the same time. Now, the only fly in the ointment was me, trying to restrain Philip. So to get me out of the way, you have me fitted up for a theft. Then to wipe out any connection between you and Laszlo, you have him drowned.
That's quite a mouthful.
Yes.
Of course, nothing you've said would stand up, would even get into a court of law.
I believe in it.
Obviously.
And it's the truth, isn't it?
What is this? Are you wired for sound or something?
No. There's just you and me.
Well, in that case, I better tell you everything.
I thought you might. Megalomania must have an audience.
All this in psychology, too, goodness.
I'm listening.
The whole truth and nothing but, eh? There's not one shred of truth in anything you have said. It's pure fantasy. Now, obviously, you're upset and obsessed by your loss, and I'm sorry. I really think you should go. These gentlemen will show you under.
You destroyed everything my father built. You cheated and robbed my family. You're a murdering bastard, Buchanan, and so help me, I'm gonna bloody get you.
I'm a winner, Jack. Remember that. Throw him out. So, we're still in business.
Too right. Gonna nail Buchanan somehow.
It could take some time.
Vengeance is the dish best eaten cold.
Is that an old Aussie saying?
Not bad.
What are you going to do with it?
I don't know.
When Buchanan claim it as assets?
Just let him try. This is one's family seat.
Oh, my God. Pure gold.
What is it?
One's wine cellar.
Oh, what?
Sir Jack.
Yeah. Sir Jack.